Well, it's rather straightforward to put money in a savings account or an investment account and allow it to grow over time. I'd like to offer a perspective on why it is that we're not all rich when that's actually so easy to do. Initially, we begin with a situation where there's some sort of an investment goal and an investment account, and the difference between them encourages us to make deposits into the investment account, and the deposits cause it to grow over time. Though simply making deposits um, doesn't, I mean, the account gets larger, though the part that actually makes it grow over time in the direction that we want it to is that because someone else is managing the investment account, the amount, the principal, in conjunction with some interest rate, produces interest, which then adds to the investment account, so that you end up with a virtuous reinforcing loop that's moving the investment account in the direction of your goal, and so that as the account grows, it actually discourages you from adding more deposits because it's growing on its own. Though, if you simply look at the structure from this perspective, and once the investment is there, and if you leave it there, then it will grow over time, and in 30 or 40 years, you're likely to have quite a sum of money. The difficulty that arises is that as the investment account, as the principal grows, it becomes more and more attractive in terms of other things that you could do with the money. Or urgencies arise and you need the money for something, and then it becomes attractive to deal with that situation so that you end up making withdrawals, which reduce the amount of the investment account, moving it in the opposite direction of the goal that initially set this off to begin with, so that you end up here with a stabilizing balancing loop, though the attractiveness typically tends to outweigh the stabilizing aspect of it, and people withdraw money to use for other things so that the investment account is diminished and therefore doesn't grow, and you never end up meeting the investment goal that you had because, well, we'll get to it tomorrow. Additionally, because from an investment accounts are usually set up so that there's a deferred interest payment in terms of taxes, and so there's an incentive to leave the money there, and if you withdraw it, you incur a penalty, and the penalty should in fact diminish the attractiveness of taking money out of the investment account. Though oftentimes, or more often than not, it is the attractiveness that outweighs the fact that the withdrawal diminishes the investment account or that you incur a penalty, and the money is simply taken out of the investment account and used for other things. So it's simply another one of those situations where Pogo is absolutely correct. We have met the enemy, and he is us. In terms of we set out a goal, and then we in fact defeat our own efforts because of other things that we choose to pursue other than the goal that we set out to do. So that the reason that we're not rich is because we really don't want to be rich. Otherwise, we would have left the money there and let it grow. So, a perspective on why we're not all rich. See you in another video soon. Bye.